First of all, I don't think कि ये नया trend है. काफी सालों से, I mean, there have been phases, even 70s, even 80s, 90s. एक phase आता है where people do a little kind of bolder films. People try and kind of want to do different kind of cinema in terms of in their look, in their appearance. Usually काफ़ी लोग को अपना image change करना है, काफ़ी लोगों को something new try करना है. So often you will see an actress who will go through that kind of a phase and then give it up and then come back. Like you mentioned, Priyanka ने initially काफ़ी bold films किए थे. Then she got back to cinema which was in terms of performance oriented and acting oriented, women oriented films, and then gone back to a sexy image to show, okay, I'm still around as a sexy girl. I mean, don't, it's not that you can then typecast them into one kind of a format. So I think it's always been there. We notice में ज़्यादा आया because you've seen in a row a couple of actresses doing it non-stop. That's what I feel. That, but in our being a photographer, I think we've always been doing sexy images all through my career. Means abhi now I've been for almost 14 years in this career. Day one से हमने sexy images किए थे. Somebody will do more, somebody will do less. Accordingly, timing के हिसाब से, some girl wants to do hot pictures at that particular point. She wants to completely conventional and then go back to a sexy image. So similarly, it's been a trend even in still photography as well as in the movies. And like I said, everybody wants to experiment, wants to try something new. So that's why these changes keep occurring, and now we are taking more notice of it. I think अभी क्या है कि once you are in a completely fit stage, अगर आपकी body is looking good, then even wearing skimpy clothes, it doesn't look vulgar today. But even if you see a girl who is not completely fit and wears something which is not so revealing, you'll say, "अरे vulgar लग रही है." So it's a lot to do with your fitness level. It's interconnected. जो आपका question है is people are working out. हाँ, obviously workout कर रहे हैं क्योंकि they want to look hotter, and to look hotter you have to wear sexier clothes, and to wear sexier clothes you have to be fit. So it's a hand in glove situation. Okay, you have to, and that's the way it should be. Today, आप अगर if a girl is not completely fit, हमको हर टाइम एंगल से चीट करना पड़ेगा या बाल फेस पे लेने पड़ेंगे, या we'll have to keep trying to make her arms look thin, या फिर Photoshop का सहारा लेना पड़ेगा. So in that case, when a girl is completely fit, when you have those bodies like Priyanka, Bipasha, Malika, Kareena, you don't have to try and trim them on Photoshop. They are naturally, got the body, they've got the look, they've got the attitude, and even if they wear sexy clothes, वो vulgar नहीं लगते हैं. I can't pinpoint on one, but there are a few, obviously, like again coming back to the same people, Malika, Priyanka, Bipasha, Lara, all of them have done their fair share of, hot pictures, hot movies, as well as done completely meaningful cinema and done like really performance oriented roles, and also have there are a bunch who keep doing on and off, like a Priyanka, like I mentioned earlier, was doing, when she came into the industry, was doing very hot pictures, then she went back conservative, now she's come back with, and there are everybody like Kareena, who's recently lost weight, she's looking stunning, so she obviously had the confidence level to wear a swimsuit for a movie. So people take more notice of it. In fact, I think Kareena wore a swimsuit even in Main Prem Ki Diwani Hoon, but people didn't really talk so much about it because she's carried it off so well in Tashan. People got a talking point. There is a certain kind of films which have the gloss and the grandeur and the glamour. There's also on the other end dark cinema. There's on the other end there's your thrillers, and there is movies like Wednesday which are completely off the glamour, Khuda ke liye. So many movies which have done well along with, and which don't have glamour. And then there are movies on the other end which are completely glamorous, glossy, good looking, which have done well, like your Race and Dostana, etc. So I think there is always a blend of cinema. Now suddenly I've just noticed that of late I haven't seen a good action movie. So I feel now, even in an action movie, you can make it look glossy. You can have that same mounting and make a really cool looking. Like I think Gajni is looking like another film like that. You've never seen guys exposing as much as we have seen in the recent past. Although I mean, like you said, Salman ne pehle kiya hua hai. Sanju has also done. Even many actors earlier have done bare body scenes in terms of bare torso scenes, but have not done shots and butt showing. So I think yeah, it is, and people have accepted it. I don't think people have really, have got, have pulled it down. I think people have accepted it, and we always saw it in Hollywood movies. We saw it in English films before, but I think India is also accepting a larger variety of cinema, which is good, which is sort of good. I think. Honestly, I've never been put in that situation where a girl wants to expose more if it's a cover. I've never been in that situation before. But if you have to answer that question, it has to be, I guess, if they are trying to make an image or like to change the image, like we mentioned earlier, then the noticeability jo cover pe milegi, you will not get with an inside picture. But on the other hand, if it's a good cover anyway, or if you have a big star on the cover anyway, and people are going to pick up that magazine and go through it, I think it's even good to do it for an inside picture. But I've never come for the got a situation like that. I will only expose more if I get a cover picture. Juhi and me, I think I met Juhi long back. No, before that. I think the first time I shot with Juhi was in '94 or '95, where it was for a Stardust shoot, and I had just started out as a photographer in '94, and the biggest stars at that point was Madhuri and Juhi, and it was always a dream to get to shoot one of them. So when Stardust, I was sitting at the Stardust office and we were discussing it with the editor. Omar Qureshi was the editor at that time, and we were discussing a shoot, and he was very close to Madhuri and Juhi both. So I said, I want to do a shoot with these girls, but I want to do it completely different from what they've seen before. You've always seen at that point in '94, '95, we saw very staged pictures. They were heavy hairdos, they were turbans, and a lot of fabrics and drapes and those kind of pictures. I said I want to shoot them like with completely less makeup, shoot them outdoor, and I want to shoot them like no one has seen before, in terms of make them look like almost like models, not like actors, and still have, of course, the starry feel to it. So he said, sounds good, I'll talk to them, and he picked up the phone and he actually fixed up the shoot with Madhuri and then with Juhi. So when I first time, so he said, okay, where you want to shoot? If you want to do outdoor, I said, I want to do it at Mukesh Mills. And we had Juhi, who had never done a photo shoot outdoors, and we had a full day shoot with her at Mukesh Mills, and in clothes like people had never seen her, blue jeans, white shirts, simple stuff. And those pictures became a rage at that point. And then they came in Stardust Annual. It was like all over. And then after that, I did a lot of work with Juhi. Even she was very happy with the results that we had achieved. Then I shot with her for a couple of ad campaigns. Even till now, I've shot work with her with some ad campaigns. And she was very sweet, very easy to work with. And I've always followed that, the bigger the star, the lesser the tantrums, because someone who's bubbling under, who's trying to make it, will try and put in their 2 bit, well, let's do this, let's do that, or no, I don't like this, I don't like, because of course they are also worried about the image and how they would be projected. But sorry, but with a bigger star, I've seen that when they trust you, that's the reason why they agreed to shoot with you in the first place. So if they've trusted you, they give you that complete freedom. They'll not even look into your frame. They will just say, I'll follow it, and you finally show me a good result at the end of the day. So with Juhi also, it was a similar vibe. She completely trusted me. In fact, even recently I shot with her at her own house and did a feature with Juhi at home. So she was very receptive. She was very friendly and very, very sweet to work with. Yeah. I think she is reserved with the people who she's not comfortable with, or it's probably a little difficult to approach her if you don't know her at all. So, but with the people who she knows and she trusts, she's completely chilled. She's very warm. She's easy person to be with, I feel. In terms of She listens to the photographer. She gives him time, how much ever time he may need for lighting, or he may need to set the frame. Very, very relaxed. There's a very no stress person that what I've worked with with Juhi. Juhi is very dedicated actress. She is when she's at work, she is completely focused. When she's in a scene, she's rehearsing. She's thinking about her character. There's a lot of input as an actor you will see with Juhi. She will not just get into the scene without thinking. She will give it enough thought. She will prepare. Even with her makeup and hair, she's look at absolute detail. Continuity, the exact hairdo on the next day if the scene is being continued. So she's very particular, meticulous, and very like Miss Proper. With when she's concerned with her movies, you cannot mess around. If she needs to ask for a outfit change, you have to give it to her. You cannot tell her jaldi karo. She's not. I mean, she rather give her space because she needs to get into every detail. That's what I've seen with Juhi on set.
Thank you so much.